All right, let's just get right into it. The entire world of marketing is going through one of the biggest shakeups it's seen in decades. That old rule book you've been using? Yeah, you can pretty much toss it. A brand new playbook powered by AI is being written right now as we speak. Today, we're going to dive into what that new playbook actually looks like.
And this new playbook, wow, it kicks off with a bang. It basically says it's time to forget, to completely unlearn everything you thought you knew about the classic marketing funnel. That whole model of just broadcasting a message out there and praying it lands, yeah, that's done. It's over. The rules of the game have completely changed.
So what does this big shift actually look like? This slide really breaks it down. We're moving away from broadcasting ads, and we're starting to orchestrate experiences. We're not trying to trick algorithms anymore. Now, the goal is to inform the AI. And maybe the biggest shift of all is this. The customer is no longer just some passive target. Nope, they are an active co-creator, helping to write your brand's story right alongside you.
And that really brings us to the core idea of this new era. It's all about changing your role. You're moving from being a distant sponsor to becoming an active, genuinely helpful co-host.
Think about it like this. Are you the brand that just slaps its logo on the party napkins? Or are you the brand that actually makes the party better? You know, the one who queues up the perfect playlist, introduces people, makes sure everyone is having a great time. The goal is to stop marketing at culture and start powering culture by being truly, genuinely useful.
Okay, so how do you actually do that? Well, the key tool for this new age is something called an experience engine. And the best way to wrap your head around it is to imagine your brand acting less like a pushy salesperson and a lot more like a super helpful personal concierge.
So at its core, an experience engine is an AI that serves as a concierge for your customer's lifestyle. But here's the twist, and this is so important. The experience is the hero of the story. Your product? It's just a supporting character. It's the trusty sidekick that helps the hero succeed on their journey. It's all about being a utility first and a product second.
I know that might sound a little out there, so let's bring it back down to earth. We're going to look at 3 really different examples: a consumer brand, a finance app, and even a B2B company to see how this actually works in the real world.
First up, an outdoor adventure company. Instead of a simple search bar, their AI asks you a very human question. How do you want to feel when you're done? Do you want to feel peaceful and calm, or maybe exhausted but victorious? Then, it doesn't just give you a boring list of trails. No way. It creates a whole story about your perfect hike. And this is the key. It solves that modern problem of choice paralysis by cutting through all the noise to give you that one single perfect signal.
All right, let's switch gears to a finance app. Imagine you tell it your big dream, like, I want to take 6 months off to travel in 2030. The AI then builds this incredible visual story that shows how your small daily choices, like skipping one coffee, directly help that future version of you get on the plane. It takes a totally abstract concept like compound interest and makes it emotional. It makes you feel connected to your own financial goals on a whole new level.
And look, this is not just for consumer brands at all. Picture a B2B project management tool. A manager puts in their team members and their project goals, and the AI starts running simulations to predict future roadblocks. It might say, hey, Project X has a 72% chance of being delayed, but don't worry, here's a plan to fix it. Suddenly, the software isn't just a tool, it's a guardian, protecting the team's success and probably their sanity too.
Okay, so those are some pretty powerful examples. You can start to see how this works, but what's the secret sauce? What are the core rules that make these experience engines actually tick? Let's break down the blueprint. Rule number 1, and this might be the most important one of all. You have to solve the pain of choice, not the pain of lack. See, the thing is, most of us aren't suffering from a lack of options anymore. We're drowning in them. Your value no longer comes from adding more to the pile, it comes from filtering all that noise down to the one perfect signal. You're not just selling a product anymore, you're selling relief. Okay, rule number 2 is also absolutely critical. The output has to be a story, not a list. Lists are for old-school search engines. Humans, we connect with narratives. That trail finder told a story about your hike. The financial time machine told a story of your future. Your engine must always return a story where the user is the hero.
Now, rule number 3. This one takes real brand confidence. You have to be willing to let go of the spotlight. Your product is a prop, not the star. The user's life, their experience, that's the main event. Your product,
Whether it's hiking boots, an investment account, or a piece of software, it's just the essential prop that helps the hero succeed on their quest.
And finally, rule number 4, the engine needs to have a memory. This isn't about one-and-done transactions. A true experience engine builds a relationship over time. It remembers that you loved that quiet hiking trail last month. It remembers your progress towards that 2030 travel goal. And this memory is what makes it smarter and more indispensable over time, creating incredible, long-lasting loyalty.
So, building a full-blown engine might seem like a huge project. But don't worry, there are a couple of other really powerful AI superpowers that any brand can start using right now.
I absolutely love this first technique. It's all about literalizing your value proposition. See, abstract benefits like fast or easy, they're basically invisible online. You have to make them visceral. You have to make them literal. And the amazing part is, with AI today, it is incredibly easy and cheap to brainstorm and even generate these kinds of visual metaphors.
And this quote from the source material just nails it perfectly. If your product does something short, show a shortened car. If it removes stains, literally show a blank space where the stain used to be. You're taking a functional benefit and finding a funny, memorable, and totally literal image for it that people won't forget.
Okay, this next one is a big one. Let's just say it plainly. SEO, as we all know it, is dead. The new game is not about trying to trick an algorithm anymore. It's about clearly and authoritatively informing the millions of AI models that people are now using for advice. It's about informing the AI judge.
So how do you do that? Well, you stop trying to game the system. You stop trying to reverse engineer some magic algorithm. Instead, you focus on building an undeniable library of truth about your brand, an AI-friendly knowledge system. You create rich, multi-format content, videos, articles, structured data that's so clear and authoritative that AIs see you as a primary source they want to reference. You're not trying to trick a judge anymore. You're informing the jury.
Now, I know this all might sound like a lot of work, but here is the absolute best part. This massive shift isn't just for the giant corporations with endless budgets. In fact, it's the exact opposite.
This is the #1 reason to be excited. This shift represents the single biggest opportunity for small and medium-sized businesses to level the playing field in decades. For the first time, a small, creative, scrappy team using these AI tools can develop marketing experiences that can compete with, and honestly, even beat, a global enterprise with a massive budget. This is your unfair advantage. And that really brings us to the bottom line. As this quote suggests, 2 camps are forming right now. You've got the people who are ignoring this, putting their heads in the sand and just hoping it's all hype. And then you have the people who are leaning in, experimenting, and discovering they have brand new superpowers. And the gap between them is growing wider every single day.
So the crucial takeaway is this. The change isn't coming. It's already here. The old way of marketing is finished. The only question left is the one on your screen right now. You have a new set of tools and you have a brand new playbook. So what are you going to build with it?